Samadan Jana Shatana Dara Samada Sharam Sozo the Ho Daram Badara Gamenda Jaram Wageda Samadan Shasana Dara Samana Jaram Bada Sawaza the Ho Gurambenda Dara Badara Gamenda Jaram Wageda Samadan Jana Shasana Dara Samana Jaram Sozo the Ho Beda Dharambana, Madhajara Wagera Samoda Jana Shadana, Samoda Jambada Zoza Dawa, Om Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada, Wagada Samoda Jana Shadana Darazam, Jambada Zoza Dawa, Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada, Wagera Samoda Jana Shadana Darazamada Jambada. The Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambada Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Jana Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Samoda Jambada Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Mandala Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Mandala Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Ragamada Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Jarambana Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Wagera Samoda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Ragamada Wagera Samoda Shasana Dara Samana Jarambana Zoza the Gurambeda Dharambana Samoda Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Om Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Shira Wakila Samadhi Shasana Dara Samana Shira Bajara Om Guru Benda Bajara Kamisa Shira Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Bajara Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Wakila Samadhi Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Samana Shira Guru Benda Dara Bajara Kamisa Wakila Samadhi Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shira Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Gyuto Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Gyuto Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Om Garam Dharam Badara Wakeda Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Shasana Dara Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Wakeda Samati Jana Shasana Samana Shiva Bana Sawa Om Garam Bedan Dharam Badara Mazaya Wakata Samadaya, Shadananda Samadaya, Sawazadawa, Om Garambadan Dharambadan, Mazaya Wakata Samadaya, Shadananda Samadaya, Sawazadawa, Om Garambadan Dharambadan, Mazaya Wakata Samadaya, Shadananda Samadaya, Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Om Garam Dadan Dadan Padan Madaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Om Garam Dadan Dadan Padan Madaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Mazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Mazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Mazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Gamazaya Waketa Samadhi Jana Shasana Dada Samana Yamata Savasadawa Garam Beza Dharam Padara Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badar Madaya Vakira Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Dharam Bandara Mandaya Vakada Zam Yada Yadana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakada Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Dara Zamana Zero Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Dara Zamana Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin Yana Shazana Dara Zero Bada Zawazade Ho Om Garam Zadaram Badara Menzero Vakira Zamadin
This is the one-verse prayer to His Holiness the Dalai Lama, which says, the protector of Tibet, the land of snow, who has combined and made very clear the teaching which combines emptiness with compassion. You, Avalokiteshvara, the holder of lotus, I pray to you, and may all your aspirations come true spontaneously. This is the prayer and praise to Jataka. So this is the prayer to Jataka by Gyudmey. It's called the one who is glorious in the three world systems.
Lazo Loto Yaya Danjaga Cheche Nyamo Zela Songwa De Sanji Jido Kuya Gilpa Nyangwa De La Jede Jove De Bawa Gando Lazo Chebai Saya Nanga Ganga Songwa De Vede Jaga Ngada Daja Bada Jaga La Jaga Bada Donja Taba Jambe Chagyo Ngodo Dolo Chagwende Dana Donde Chalo Gwanda Da Chaga Bemo Gabe Jaba Chazo Nyeja Gwaza Jawa Go Chanya Maga Doba Janye Nyago Denye Sende Nawa Don Rande Debe Jaya Zamba Gaya Denze Janjo Senjo Don Naya Dawa Mewa Janya Tajen Zola Jebe Jebe Jemba Jaya Sanwa De Male Godo Chana Nawaye Move Meje Zo Janya Namo Jada Dala Ngani Lado Dodo Renya Samo De Chana Gaje Gaje Yame Mo Jaje Nyazo Lemba Janje Dana Jave Donje Dada Do Java Doya Lame Doje Jaye Goma Jaje Lezone Loye Java Java Janje Gawa Deye Java Donje Don Jaja Lama Jazo Medish Goma Jaje Deje Java Deje Deje Roye Zawa Jaya Dangye Jato Jaje Ba Leva Java Janye Javat Jaye Jaga Jaza Dam Gaya Debe Gwana Jaje Bada Lama Chaga Jana Don Kata Guse Zato Jan Jaja Daja Zamba Jana Dada Gana Daza Jawa Jala Deje Zawa Dabe De Daza Ganda Nebe Zaja Nada Wawa Daze Jawa Da Cheta Daje Bewa Zedo Zo Jawa Zonga Bede Joye Nazo Bede Jaya Ngabe Nazo Gaje Zaya Doba Mai Joye Zomba do Wambe Da Jaza Deje Jebeza Ganja Deje Navoye Gangwe Jabe Deje Seye Jobe Beje Jebe Go Jaza Yojo Danda Mebeze Nyama Jebe Ndale Saye De Taye Ndaye Nejo Chaje Do Tabe Kala Shaye Zagan Chase Vena Yozo Sanwa Jo Taye Yozo Cheje Yende Jezenya Mane Zawa Raga Daze Pobe Jeje Shenu Je Labe Samo Nyoga Ngazo Zo Teje Yoje Jangwa Ngwashondo Chase Dela Teje Jeje Jo Game Seje Gala Nawa Jo Jaze Bawe Naje Gane Go Balo Je Tama Jeje Je Dajo Gwajo Seje Dadat Nage Chego Ngwabe Vezeje Dawa Donga Yaza Jebe Ngo Nage Lode Shoda Dama Ngambe Jamba Jando Deje Deje Rene Jebe Zamba Yazo Jebe Lama Donda Je Cheza Doe Mela Mezoye Neje Chawa Gane Labat Bawa Jeje Janje Shenro Do Cheze Bonga Yaza Dabo De Male Nova Zamba Jabe Lodo Jeno Daze Gwajo Maze Ba Ranye Jabo Chego De Male Ponze Yejele Chele Jamba Seyo Je Deda Jeje Jambe Mendela Nyana Rade Jo Zeye Deje Leje La Jese Jaba Jamba Me Cheno Noye Dejele Cheze Zanya Menga Dawa Naje Cheje Ne Yede Jala Ngama Chante Loda Rado Sabe De Laye Ngaje Leba Dambo Dambo Bode Ngamba Babego Tante Debe Dede Zaba Jin Jede Ganje Zanje Tanje
Blessing for the tea. This is a report of the summary report of the teaching from 8 to 10 July 2022. His Holiness the Dalai Lama has conferred the initiation of the glorious Chakrasamvara. 100 lakh, over 100 lakh rupees were donated for the teaching and the initiation for 3 days. So during the 3-day teaching initiation, for 33 lakh was spent, and 70 lakhs were spent on the different expenses for the Denshuk, the long life offering, and offerings to the monastics. So the balance, remaining balance is 5 lakh, which is 500,000. And this has been offered to the Garden Potong Trust of Office of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So 600,000 rupees were spent also on the offerings, as an offering to monastics. So this is the prayer called the Clouds of Ambrosial Blessings, a prayer relating to the sublime series of lives of the great sovereign protector, all-knowing, all-seeing Lord of the victorious ones, our guide in existence and in peace. In other words, the series of lives, prayer to the series of lives of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Lamas, and who are the reincarnations of Avalokiteshvara. The prayer says, Om Swasti, praised like an immaculate lotus by the Buddhas, displaying great courage in this realm and the age of strife, embodiment of the 4 kayas, Buddha bodies, who has perfected the elimination and reached realization, and perfected elimination and realization. Sublime teacher who fulfills all goals, bestow virtue and good fortune. Though fully enlightened as the sublime essence of all the Tathagatas, you appear as the foremost son of infinite life and light, sole guide in the land of snows, embodiment of all the Buddha's compassion, to you, the teacher of Lokiteshvara, we pray. In the dramatic display of your manifestations as a protector benefiting beings, as you have come successively as supreme conquerors, 36 emanations in the sublime land of India, 10 Dharma kings of Tibet, and 17 accomplished Panditas, a line of incarnations as majestic and beautiful as a range of golden mountains, to the King, Lord of the universe, and Radiant Child. These are names of previous lives. Lord of the universe and Radiant Child, Child of light, and the Prince free of desire, ever joyful, and the King divine birth, and to the Dharma King, servant of the three jewels, we pray. To the Bodhisattva firm faith, glorious and excellent, unshakable faith, King burgeoning intellect, joyful holder of the vow of chastity, the Upasaka, well respected, and to glorious gem who upheld the Vinaya, we pray. And to moon child, and jewel essence, lotus, and the rays of love, lion's roar, and the Bodhisattva glory of sublime bliss, and to divine King, we pray. To he who expands the community, and King of Purang, golden anther, hair emanation, child of 8, shepherd king, the shepherd-like king, and to the Brahmin, loveliest gem, we pray. To excellent concentration, sage of the charnel grounds, king of the island, Solong the wanderer, king giver of refuge, the emperor upholder of learning, and the Dharma king, glorious virtue, we pray. To the Lion of Kings, who first ruled the land of snows, Nyati Temple, from the great Sala lineage, Eshulek and Detu Namshung Tsen, so these are Tibetan kings now, and the sovereign young Yongur Nyemede. To the king, we pray. To the king, Dabung Tsen and Thorin Tsen, in whose reign the sacred Dharma first appeared in Tibet, and to Songtsen Gampo, who had the 2 statues of Shakyamuni brought to Tibet and established the grammar and law, we pray. To Dusongje, who introduced tea, porcelain, and other customs of Tibet, and to the Lord Tisongdetsen, who built a center of learning in 3 architectural styles, invited the abbot and the master, Abbot Chandrakshita and Master Padmasambhava, and brought the scriptures and commentaries and established the monastic order, we pray. To Tirelpachen, who revised the translations, put all the teachings in order, and worked hard to support the Sangha, and to Krishnacharya, who attained the accomplishment of Chakra Samvara. This is an Indian master, Mahasiddha Krishnacharya, of the Chakra Samvara tradition, and brought the Dharma to 13 lands, we pray. To the great Dromden Gewejungne, Dromtempa, heart son of Dipankara, and the father of the Kadamba tradition, to the great treasure finder Ngada Nyang, and to Guru Chewang, who received the epitome of the Lama's secrets, we pray. To the great Pandita of Ngari, Pema Wangel, Wangbu De, master of the northern treasure, who acquired the miraculous powers, Chögyal Pagpa of the Sakya tradition, who subjugated Mongolia and brought peace to Tibet, and to the most learned Pema Dorje from Nepal, we pray. To Kachi Gonpawa, accomplished in practice of Vaishravan, Sachin Kunga Nyingbo, a Sakya master who was blessed by Virupa, Dogon Yudapa, who obtained the real signs of accomplishments, and to Yazang Chemenjin, we pray. To Sumdun Yishesong, who cured physical and mental ailments, Haji Gewa Bum, who protected beings from fear, Dakshen Lodrigel, the monk from the Khön family, and to Rinchen Khechoktup, we pray. To Samyepa, son of the second Buddha's speech. This is a reference to the founder of Drepung Monastery, Jepaldin Choji. To Jamyang Choji, who founded Jamyang Choji, this is Samyepa, is Jamyang Choji, and founded Drepung, and to all the others who display the magical show of countless emanations in the infinite phantasmagoric array, we pray. Born in the Se region, in the family of Gurmi Ngarpa, the sublime heart son of Jamgun Tsongkhapa, given the title omniscient by the most famous and learned Panditas, to the victorious Gendun Drup, the first Dalai Lama, we pray. So from this down, it's a prayer to the series of Dalai Lamas, His Holiness the Dalai Lamas. Born at Tanak in the great family of Sektuntar, from 3 years of age, he chanted spontaneously. He opened up sacred lands and acquired great learning. To the incomparable Gedun Gyatso, we pray, second Dalai Lama. And then descended from the translator Ma Rinchen Chok. In Lower Tulung, he took birth intentionally as predicted by Urgen. Subjugating the borderlands, he studied 100 treatises to the learned and the accomplished Sonam Gyatso, we pray. Born in Mongolia, in the family of Genghis Khan, he declared himself Avalokiteshvara, come to benefit Chinese, Mongolians, Tibetans, and others, difficult to tame. To Yönden Gyatso, we pray. And then we have the rest of the series of masters in this lineage. This was written by Tuchik Rinpoche. Mandala offering. Complete master of the doctrine, refuge and protector, Lord of the conquerors, omniscient and all-seeing one, the compassionate one, the glorious and noble Lord, who is not different from in nature from Vajradhara, Jambel Ngawan San Yishitin Gyatso. We make this to you, we make this mandala offering to request you to live for tens of thousands of years, eons. This is the vast golden ground. Om Vajrarekyahu. The boundary is the ring of iron mountains. In the center is Mount Sumeru, king of mountains. In the east, Purva Videha. In the south, Jambudviva, this earth. In the west, Apara Godainia. In the north, Uttarakuru. To the east are Deha and Videha, flanking the eastern continent. Purva Videha, and to the south Chamara and Apara Chamara, to the west Shata and Uttara Mantrina, to the north Kurava and Gaurav. Here are the jewel mountains, the wish-granting tree, the bountiful cow and spontaneous harvest, the precious wheel, the precious jewel, the precious queen, precious minister, precious elephant, precious marvelous and precious horse, and precious general, and the vase of great wealth. Here is the lady of charm, lady of garland, lady of song, the lady of dance, lady of flowers, lady of incense, the lady of lamps, and the lady of perfume. Here are the sun and the moon. Here are the jeweled canopy and the banner of universal victory. In the center is all the bountiful wealth of gods and humans. All these pleasing offerings, pure and perfect and complete, we offer to you, gracious root teacher, together with all the glorious and sacred teachers of the lineage. In particular, we offer these pure ends to you, the complete master of the doctrine, refuge and protector, lord of the conquerors, omniscient and all-seeing, all-compassionate, glorious and noble Lord, in order to request you to live for tens of thousands of eons for the benefit of the Dharma and sentient beings. Please accept it with your compassion for the sake of all beings, and accepting it, grant your blessings, we pray. This ground anointed with perfumes, strewn with flowers, is adorned with Sumeru, the four continents, the sun and the moon, visualizing it as a blessed Buddha field. We offer it to you. May all beings enjoy the happiness and delight of the perfectly pure Buddha fields. Venerable, sublime teacher, in the sky of Dharmakaya, gather clouds of your wisdom and compassion, and on the fields of beings to be trained in accordance with their needs, shower down the rain of profound and extensive teachings. So this is from Golden Light Dhamma prayer.
Mando do Zima, Guji Zuji Gendo, Jiba to Zogu Me Jawa, Sida Jibu Jazu, Wada Kwasa Jangu, Jibu Ombo, Taji Geji, Zuba Jibu, Kobada, Tiji, the Cinemina, Taji Care, Moji, Jude Jabang, Losa Ishi, Tiji, Jado Suzu, Josama Bede, Bezambu, Bezamaja, Bezamaja, Shadi, Siji, Gulu, Tido, Mama, Meje, Dunga, Siji, Jabang, Judo. Kosora go gombo doje de gani je tuji je ne be ji de bashi ya zo kolo benu me ju raza da benu me tuju raza ni ji kele do bane de ji do la zo ni gar be ma chu ji kolo je do go je sha je kolo je de go je da je ni mo de do kala da da re be be ju ga je go ju ji ni zo je de Tajarivela, Didashi, Jimudala was the Akilu Kujabakera, Lesha, Tuji, Jen, Nebuji, Joy, Ned, Chishinga, she, and a Gyuto, Chiri, Correct, Shizu, Longi, Damada, Chi, Moda, Chibi, Katabe, David, to the Junezo. Piru Changi, Minawa, Jode, Kindu, Gyuto, Deva, Tanashi, Babeda, Tanashi, Babeda, Chidu, Buddha, Pila, Gobazidi, Yusa, Divijet, was Yemeno, Yavajavala, Katalia, Vale, Shane, Divijuji, Shibijuji, Jide, the Jesawaji, Lataji, Soji, Chireso, Samaru, She, Lungi, Demada, Katemijo, Kunjama, Jode. So
it has been prophesied by the Buddha and also in the Kadam book of Kadam history that Avalokiteshvara will appear as the protector of the land of snows. So His Holiness was born in Tibet and then in the northeastern part of Tibet, and then from his early childhood received education under great qualified masters and received teachings from the various Tibetan Buddhist traditions. And then took the dual responsibility of Tibet at a very critical juncture in our history. And finally, having completed your studies, you sat for the Geshe examination at the Manlam festival. It was a critical time when Communist China, being the bigger country, invaded Tibet. And so His Holiness, you had to flee Tibet, but even after arriving in exile, you have been we are very grateful for everything you have done, from re-establishing the Tibetan governing body with Kashak, the cabinet ministry, and the administrative structure, as well as establishing the schools and so forth. So after coming to exile, you have visited, placed your feet on various countries of the world, and because of your everything that you have done for peace in the world and so forth, you were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989, and then in 2007 you received the U.S. Congressional Medal and numerous other accolades you have received. And then you also came up with the compilation of the science and philosophy in Indian Buddhist classics, which deal with science as it is found in the Buddhist literatures, and philosophy as found in Buddhist literature, and thereby this is Gyudmey Abbot. He is actually reciting from memory and sometimes repeats certain lines. And since 2001, Your Holiness started resigning from the political responsibility, and 2011 you passed the political responsibility on to the elected leadership of the Tibetan Central Administration, and you have been focusing on your four commitments, and you have never retired from serving sentient beings, as it is said in the prayer to prayer of Maitreya. You have also given so many teachings to people, including 31 Kala Chakra initiations. So the verse from the Maitreya prayer says, establishing a steadfast vitality and avoiding laziness by means of continuous perseverance, may the perfection of perseverance be perfected with powerful body and mind. So likewise, accordingly, you have never You have tirelessly worked for the benefit of all sentient beings. I am also going through and studying the various collected works of the series of His Holiness the Dalai Lamas, and having received the Kala Chakra the Chakra Samvara empowerment this time, we would like to pledge that we will never waver from heeding your thoughts and aspirations. So I pray, as this prayer says, may you, who is the protector of the land of snows, live until the end of the samsara. Please have compassion for us sentient beings who depend on your kindness, your compassion, to live long for us. And please, we pray to you that we may be taken care of by you, your Holiness, throughout our lifetimes in the future. And with this, we would like to make this offering of mandala, representing and symbolizing all our virtues of body, speech, and mind of the three times in the form of the precious ingredients on the mandala. So this is the long life prayer, the prayer of His Holiness, written by his two tutors, Gyabje Yongzin Ning Rinpoche and Gyabje Yongzin Tijang Rinpoche. It's called the Song Accomplishing Immortality. Magical dance of the infinite conqueror's three secrets, all appearing in such ways as tame, wish-granting gem, source of all the worlds and nirvana, its goodness, and assemblies of kind, direct and lineage gurus. To you we make requests with intense longing, grand aspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of the land of snows, may live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved by themselves, of themselves. A dustless apparition of great bliss wisdom, acting like clouds in the whole Dharma Dhatu sky, appearing as cloudless, supporting and the supported mandalas. All you assemblies of Yidam deities, the meditation deities, to you we make requests with intense longing, grand inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of the land of snows, may live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved of themselves. Abandonment and realizations complete, you help with perpetual play of the light of actions. In oceans of samsaric worlds, 10-powered one, gods of God, all you infinite conquerors of the three times, to you we make this request with intense longing, grand inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of the land of snows, live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved of themselves. And then the next is invoking the Dharma, And then praying, grant to you we make request with intense longing, grant inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of this land of snows, may live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved of themselves. And then next, praying to the Sangha jewel and making this fervent prayer to grant inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of the snows, may live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved of themselves. And then prayer to the Dakas and Dakinis, the heroes and heroines of the three classes. To you we make request with sublime, with intense longing, and so forth. And then prayer to the Dharma protectors with wisdom eye. To you we make requests with intense longing. Grant inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, Lord of the land of snows, may live 100 eons, unperishing, and his aims be achieved of themselves. By virtue of this request to the non-deceptive supreme refuges, with intense heartfelt devotions, may the sole protector of the land of snow's beings, racked by degenerate age, ceaseless tortures, exalted Ngawang Lop San Tenzin Gyatso, his three secrets unaltered, unchanging, non-declining, stay ever firm on his throne of quite indestructible Vajra essence for oceans of eons unshakable, just as he wishes, who bears on his brave shoulders the burden of all the infinite conqueror's deeds, with the essence of the jewels that benefits all by powerful divine actions. May it happen spontaneously. May the fortunate eon, age of perfection, sky door, that thus free beings always into refreshing spring of the sage's doctrine, increasing in all times and places. May lucky signs spread to samsara and nirvana's peaks. This is another long life prayer of His Holiness, composed by, authored by, I think, Rajeng Rinpoche. So this is the prayer written by Rating Rinpoche during the enthronement of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. So in the sky, great sky of compassion's pure nature appear clouds of unobstructed wisdom and mercy or compassion. They release a shower of immortality. The deities of longevity manifest and erect a pillar of undying diamond life. O Holy One, the radiant. The radiance of your merit and wisdom grew in strength for many years, and you overcame from within yourself the darkness of the two obscurations. As a result, you now fill the world with light of twofold enlightened activities. In this way, long ago you achieved full enlightenment in your life as the illustrious Buddha Gunpak, and thus now abide in the sphere of highest nirvana. Yet, moved by compassion, you manifest mysterious emanations equal in number to the atoms of the world, marvelous forms, difficult to even for even the great bodhisattvas to comprehend. You manifest a pearl necklace of incarnations in India in order to illuminate the vast and profound ways of the Dharma. Marvelous indeed was this string of lives as realized yogis, accomplished masters, world leaders, such as the Brahman of Boi, Kyu Nangwa. Deeply moved by sympathy for all the living beings, you lived a legacy of universal love and manifested the bodhisattva deeds that deliver a feast of supreme and peerless joy to countless living beings. Then, in order to fulfill the wishes of the Buddhas, you accepted to incarnate here in Tibet, this northern land covered in snow, as a line of kings. A line of kings who illuminated the land's affairs, both mundane and supreme. King Nyati Temple, King Thorin Yenchel, and the Buddhist patrons, King Songtsen Gampo, King Tesung Detsen, King Rinpoche. These are a few of your royal incarnations. After this, you incarnated as numerous Tibetan masters, including the illustrious master Lama Dromdenpa, the accomplished sage Lama Nyangril Nyima Yözel, and Guru Chöwang, revealer of treasure texts. Then for 4 incarnations as the first 4 Dalai Lamas from Gyudmey to Yundin Gyatso, who were skilled in pouring forth the nectars of Dharamsala's legacy upon fortunate trainees. You strove to preserve the essential wisdom doctrines. After this, as the great 5th Dalai Lama, Gyatso, who was blessed by Manjushri, the Bodhisattva of wisdom, you stood like Mount Meru, the king of mountains, in the center of continents of masters and yogis, and embodied the compassion of an ocean of Buddhas possessing the highest and most sublime of wisdoms. Then, from the time of the 6th Dalai Lama, Gyatso, a master who was not wise, the most wise, in teaching the ocean of Dharma by means of beautiful poetry and song in accord with the inclinations of the trainees, until the great 13th Gyatso, who was an ocean like holder of Buddhist lineages. You took birth repeatedly as a bodhisattva and performed countless mysterious deeds, yet even now you continue to exert yourself and strive to dispel darkness from within Tibet, and have again sent forth the marvelous emanation. Thus illustrious 14th Dalai Lama incarnation, 14th Dalai Lama incarnation, a rising sun ablaze with the radiance of compassion to simultaneously illuminate 100,000 lineages in the lotus garden of the enlightened Lord. O Master equal to wisdom Bodhisattva, whose sublime wisdom, deep as the ocean, upholds the legacy of the Buddhas. O Lord over the 3 worlds, metrics of all peerless qualities, I offer this prayer to you. You who reside in the heart of wisdom Bodhisattvas, may you become an ocean of wisdom into which all the Sutta and Tantra lineages collect. May you then remain with us forever and work to preserve the ocean of teachings with your sublime wisdom, unequaled skill, crown jewel of all the 3 worlds. Remain with us forever to increase the light of prosperity and joy by making shine the sun and the moon of your spiritual and temporal leadership. Fill the skies of the 4 directions with the brilliance of enlightened lore. Remain until the end of time as protector of this land of snows. Continue to reincarnate until all beings are enlightened and bestowing blessings of the 4 excellences, spiritual knowledge, prosperity, happiness, and liberation. Remain with us untiringly, and from the ram of the 3 liberations, the sphere in which samsara and nirvana are the same, radiate forth 100,000 lights from the sun and the moon of your great bliss to guide all living beings through the paths and stages of spiritual growth, leading to freedom and joy. A diamond body of incomparable wonder manifests from the ocean of compassion of all the Buddhas, a magnificent jewel of 3 mysteries resting amidst the 4 splendors. O incomparable one, remain firmly with us forever. Although you are absorbed in the formless wisdom of emptiness, free from all distinctions, nonetheless you have manifested in this body that is visible to trainees of good fortune. O Venerable Lama, I request you, stay with us and illuminate the way. O spiritual friend, fulfilling the hopes of an ocean of living beings, remain as firmly as the great king of trees. Sock offering. This offering with hundreds of savory taste. I offer this to the Buddhas and their children with devotion. And may all sentient beings also enjoy the food of concentration. This is a prayer to the Dharma protectors of Tibet. A proposition of Dharma protectors of Tibet, which was written by His Holiness the Dalai Lama in the 1970s, I think. This prayer is invoking the Dharma protectors to expand the life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the protector of Tibet, and all other masters upholding the teaching of the Buddha, and also bring welfare and happiness to sentient beings. One who is not different in nature from the great Vajradhara, the Lord the victorious one, our master, the master of all the teachings, the complete teaching, of the Buddha, who's the liberator or the guide to humans and deities. The master of all, complete master of the doctrine, master of the complete doctrine, refuge and protector, Lord of the conquerors, omniscient. Glorious and noble Lord, Gyuto, in gratitude for having excellently accepted our request to live for hundreds of eons, tens of thousands of eons. We make this offering of Mandala. Accept this with your compassion, and by accepting, grant us blessings, we pray. So, this Mandala offering starts on Vajrabhumi Ahu. The foundation is vast, made of vast and golden ground. On Vajrake Ahu, the boundaries ring of iron mountains. Here is the Sumeru, king of mountains. In the center, in the east, Purvavideha, in the south, Jambudvipa, in the west, Apara Godaniya, and north, Uttarakuru. To the east, Dehan Vedeha, to the south, Chamara and Aparachamara, to the west, Shata and Uttaramantrina, to the north, Gurav and Gaurav. Here are the jewel mountains, the wish-fulfilling tree, the bountiful cow, and the spontaneous harvest, the precious will, the precious jewel, the precious queen, the precious minister, the precious elephant, the precious horse, the precious general, and the vase of great wealth. Here are the lady of charm, the lady of Kalan, the lady of song, the lady of dance, lady of flowers, the lady of incense, the lady of lamps, and the lady of perfume. Here are the sun and the moon. Here are the jeweled canopy and the banner of universal victory. In the center is all the bountiful wealth of gods and humans. All these pleasing offerings, pure, perfect, and complete, we offer to you, to the gracious Guru teachers, together with all the glorious and sacred teachers of the lineage. In particular, we offer these pure rams to you, complete master, master of the complete doctrine, refuge and protector, Lord of the conquerors, omniscient one, and all-seeing, glorious and noble Lord, in gratitude for having excellently received from you, your acceptance to live for tens of thousands of eons. Accept this, we offer this. Accept it with your compassion for the sake of all beings, and accepting it, grant us blessings, we pray. Our body, speech, and mind, resources, and the positive energies we have collected throughout the 3 times. We visualize them in the form of the mandala with the various precious ingredients. And all the Samandabhadra offerings, together with them, we make so with this visualization we make offering to the Lama, the Guru, the tutelary deities or meditational deities, Ishta Devatas, Yidam deities and the three jewels. Please accept it with your compassion. Kindly accept it. And by accepting it, please bless us, we pray. In this celestial realm encircled by the snow, the fence of snow mountains, you are the source of every happiness and benefit. Tenzin Gyatso Avalokiteshvara in person, may your lotus feet remain firm for 100 eons until the end of space, end of existence, samsara. And throughout our lifetimes, may we never be separated from the perfect Master and enjoy the glorious Dharma. And passing through the paths and grounds, qualities of paths and grounds, and completing them, may we attain the state of, or the level of Vajradhara. Idam Guru Ratna Mandal Kam Niyatayami. So the Gyuto and Gyudmey monks, so the Gyuto and Gyudmey Tantric colleges have offered this long life offering. These two colleges are incredible institutions. Personally, in my childhood, in Nobulenka, Gyuto and Gyudmey monks, about 10 or 15, every week they used to come to Nobulenka, and therefore, when they recite the Tantra, I've been hearing this from my childhood, and therefore I've become close. They have become close to my heart. And today, together, Gyuto and Gyudmey are offering this Denshuk, the long life ceremony, and the Dharma protectors also definitely are together here, gathered here. So these Dharma protectors also are together with us. I have also dreamt of that. So when the Gyuto and Gyudmey Tantric colleges are offering this long life prayer to me, these Dharma protectors of the on the side of light or positivity are definitely would be here. So I would like to thank all the monks, of the Gyudmey colleges and others, and also the Balden Lama, the six-armed Mahakala, and also other deities with whom I have connection since my very early childhood. So I always feel inspired by them. And so I would like to thank every one of you who have offered this Denshuk long life prayer. I will certainly live for another 10 to 1 or 2 decades. And therefore, many of you have gray hair and also bald. So though I have reached 87, 88, I'm not completely bald and also don't have gray hair like you. So I have, for the sake of the Tibetan Dharma and the Tibetan nation, of course, I have dedicated myself to them and have been able to serve them quite well. So the Gyuto and Gyudmey colleges, of course, you have all the rituals, but studying the tantras should not be just taken for granted. But you should study the teachings of what are known as the 4 interwoven commentaries and so forth. So after we came into exile, I have asked the monastics, which emphasize on tantric rituals and so forth, must also study philosophy, and therefore Namgyal Monastery has started the study of philosophy, and also Gyuto and Gyudmey Tantric colleges. It's very important for you also to pursue the study of Buddhist philosophy, of the classic texts. So I have nothing much to say, but I would like to say Tashi Delek. We say Tashi Delek Pensum Tsok, may you have everything good. And Amapato, I refer to Ama, may you be relaxed, and I refer to Balden Lama here. And may you be healthy. So this is a prayer to the deity of longevity, Amita use. So I will take this opportunity and would like to, and people whom I know or not, everyone has sent greetings on my birthday. I have received many letters and greetings from them, and so you have done it with a pure heart. The most important thing is that they have acknowledged what I have done with total dedication and pure heart. So, your greetings to me for your greetings to me on my birthday, I'd like to thank you for sending them. So, just as you hope and you have prayed, I will continue to serve and benefit the 7 billion plus people of this earth. And I introduce the teaching of the Buddha that we have, making it clear that this is a teaching which is based on reason and logic. So I'm not saying people should become Buddhist or they should become religious believers, but the important thing that I emphasize is for people to have to cultivate warm heart, with which, of course, we were nurtured by our kind mother. So our mothers have not nurtured us with, brought us up with other negative emotions, but with warm heart. So if we have warm heart, compassion, love, then there is an opportunity for the world to have peace through our own peace within ourselves. And so whether you believe in a religion or not doesn't matter. You should reflect and think of having a good heart and think of helping and serving other people and beings. So this I would like to send, this message I would like to send to everyone. This is a prayer for the flourishing of the teaching of the Buddha, which comes from a sutra recounting the past lives of the Buddha and how he himself devoted himself to the for the welfare of sentient beings. So it says homage to the 7 Buddha heroes: Vipasyan, Shikin, Viswabhu, Grakuchandra, Kanaka Muni, Kashyapya, and Gautama Shakyamuni. Through the hardships I have endured, formerly for being sake, and through my renouncing pleasure, may the doctrine flourish long. Since I have given my livelihood for the sake of sick people, so protecting needy beings, may the doctrine flourish long. Through my giving son and daughter, wife, wealth, jewels, elephant, and my chariot for awakening, may the doctrine flourish. So this recounts the Jataka tale of Vishwantara. Through my giving honor to the Buddhas and Pratyeka Buddhas, heroes, parents, and ascetics, may the doctrine flourish. Through my tasting diverse sufferings, experiencing different sufferings for many million eons and seeking learning for awakening, may the doctrine flourish. Through the long-kept morals, vows, and penances and worship of Buddhas of 10 directions, may the doctrine flourish long. Always firm, outshining others through a past energy I have had for the old sentient beings saving. May all doctrine flourish long. Through my bravely keeping patience, always bearing evil beings in decline of beings and clashes, may the doctrine flourish. Through my practicing samadhi, many as Ganges and Dhyana's liberation, formless trances, may the doctrine flourish long. Through my past austerity, kept in woods for gnosis' sake, and teaching many treatises, may the doctrine flourish. Through my giving up flesh, blood, life, because of love, and giving limbs and minor parts, may the Dharma's methods prosper. Through my past full loving ripening of the sinful, fixing them in triple vehicle, may the best gift Dharma grow. To the prayer of Heruka Chakasamvara. This auspiciousness, prayer of auspiciousness. May the Dharma flourish. May the Master of the Dharma live long. And may all the upholders of the Dharma fill the world. And may all the benefactors of the Dharma have prosperity. The Supreme Palace is as extensive as space, radiating light equal to the sun and the moon, beautified by countless precious ornaments, by the auspiciousness of whatever virtuous signs exist. At your home or wherever you stay, may there never rise the signs of inauspiciousness, and may there be auspicious of an uninterrupted, magnificent delight of the excellent fill the fortune. This is the word of truth, prayer. Magnificent Master of Ocean, limitless qualities, those go into bliss of the three times. Your children and disciples looking upon destitute migrants like your own only child, please pay attention to my true words of sorrow. Expand the doctrine of the completely perfect, capable one, which removes the suffering of cycling existence and solitary peace for abundant, extensive welfare and happiness in this Jambudvipa, this earth. Increase the 10 kinds of Dharma conducts of all those learned and accomplished holders of the doctrine by pacifying all the unbearable dangers of sickness, weapons, famine, cause those migrators totally compelled by intolerable strong karma, stricken by the torture of sufferings without respite, to recover their breath in an ocean of happiness and joy, particularly for all migrated beings in the religious snowland, oppressed by evil actions by the barbarian hordes from the black side, devoid of love. May your power of compassion arise and quickly stop the flow of blood and tears. May all the unruly groups of people, maddened by the demon of afflictive emotions, who by their rough behavior ruin themselves and others, fully obtain the eye which sees that object of compassion, and obtain magnificent love, kindness, and affection. The wish that has long dwelt in our hearts is glorious, complete freedom for the entire land of Tibet. Bestow soon the fortune to enjoy that celebration of spontaneous religious and secular harmony. All the people who completely gave up their cherished body, life, possessions, and endure hundreds of hardships for the sake of the doctrine, its holders, their country, and their compatriots, may they be guarded by the compassion of the protector of Potala. In short, may the good fruit of any extensive prayer to fully protect the land of snow, made by the powerful protector Chandrasik, in the presence of all the Buddhas and their children, appear soon here and now. By the interdependence of the profound suchness and of appearance and emptiness, by the power of the three sublime ones, compassion, and the force of true words, by the power of truth of the infallible action and result, may our prayer of truth be fulfilled soon and without obstacles.
사람이